Hey book nerds, I'm Travis and this is Travis Reads Books. I recently found my KOBO, which has been missing since I last moved almost a year ago. If you're wondering what a KOBO is, it's kind of like a Kindle, but it's the Canadian version. So now that I have my KOBO back in my possession, I decided to fill it up with indie books. This is my massive KOBO indie book haul, part 1. The first book I bought was Only Human by J.D. Estrada. I thought I'd share a bit of each book's synopsis with you so you'd have some idea what I'm going to be reading. Nathaniel Runnels isn't a fan of life. He isn't a fan of the news, which is a bust because he's a reporter. He's lost faith in journalism, in the truth, in civilization, and in himself. So it's quite the surprise when he gets swept up in a quest to save the world. Perception and reality collide as one man faces one question. Would you sacrifice your humanity to save mankind? The next book I bought was Amongst the Killing by Joe Compton. For as long as he could remember, Detective Charles Street wanted to be a police officer. Moreover, a detective. He wanted to be knee-deep in the action, working the biggest cases and reaping the biggest rewards. But he didn't think when his dream job came calling that it would ever turn into his nightmare. For as long as he could remember, Jack Casey just wanted to be free, his own man to do what he pleased, when he pleased. He too craved action, and when his dream life came calling, he didn't think he would meet anyone who was his equal. Amongst the Killing documents both of their stories, told in their own words, as the moments unfold when their paths first crossed and their lives intersected. As the ultimate cat-and-mouse game unfolds, each has to deal separately with the other's decisions and the effects they have in turning their lives sideways and upside down. Ultimately, the journey may mean more than the game, and show both of them an outcome neither was expecting. Next up is Anatomy of a Darkened Heart by Christy Stratus. Not only do I already own this ebook, I also have an autographed copy of the paperback version. But I didn't have my KOBO when I bought the ebook. I bought it on Kindle, and although you can technically get your Kindle books onto a KOBO, it is a lot of work and a big hassle, and I'm not entirely sure if it's even legal. So I figured the easiest thing to do was just to get another copy from the KOBO store. This is one of my absolute favorite books, and the next in the series is coming out soon, so I wanted to reread it on my KOBO. Abigail Delilah is the firstborn of 3 Whitestone children, and she is the most regretted. But is it really her fault? She can't help that the revelation of father's wretched secret coincides with her birth. She can't help the fear she feels during mother's psychological and physical assaults. As the shadows grow stronger over her soul and the noose of pain tightens around her neck, Abigail will find out which is stronger, her family's wicked assumptions about her or her true self. If you're wondering what I'm drinking, it is Death Wish Barrel Brand Whiskey Aged Coffee. What they do at Death Wish is they take the casks that have been used to age whiskey, then they fill them with coffee beans and allow the beans to age just as you would age whiskey. And all that whiskey flavor is imparted into the coffee. Truthfully, it's some of the best coffee I've ever had. My 4th indie purchase was Choice Cuts, A Bite from the Dark Realm by Michael J. Elliott. This is a collection of short stories by Michael J. Elliott, and I'm kind of ashamed that I'm only just now picking it up. Michael J. Elliott previously released a collection of short stories called Portraits of Dread, and it was absolutely fantastic, so I'm looking forward to reading these ones. Welcome to the Dark Realm, a delicious realm of darkness where the residents trade in the mundane for choice cuts of fear and dread. This collection of meaty tidbits will have you screaming for more. Included in this collection are such juicy tales as Penance. Deep within the bowels of an ancient convent, Sister Elisabetta is praying for forgiveness while the Council of Elders plan a horrifying punishment for her. A Bite from the Dark Realm, a strange race of carnivorous creatures takes up residence in a suburban London supermarket. Speak No Evil, a deaf woman takes her revenge on a philandering boyfriend. These and other tales await you in the Dark Realm. Well, that was part 1 of my massive KOBO indie book haul. If you liked it, give it a like. If you didn't like it, give it a dislike, though I can't imagine why you wouldn't like it. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and GOODREADS. I'll be back soon with part 2 of my indie book haul. Love and respect. See you next time.